at the office and pulling
Correct.
9 to 5. So
yeah, many times people look for the best time to start, and they don't realize
there's never a good time to
yeah,
start.
you just need to start.
Yeah.
And you're gonna fail, you're gonna lose money, you're gonna take bad decisions. But once you start little by little, you will progress, you will learn, and you will improve, and you're gonna make
I always say
a better concept on business.
when was the moment where, like, tell us a little about your early start of like where Skinny Louie came, the idea, like when did that start for you? When did your entrepreneurial, season start?
So I'm an entrepreneur since my early 20s, when I started back in the days in Argentina, where I'm originally from. So when I was 21, I started my first concept after getting my degree in business management at the university there in Argentina. So I built my first sushi delivery concept. It was super successful, was really good. I started like in a super random location, was like a nice way to start from scratch. And I ended up building 2 brands of selling sushi with a total 7 locations. And then I decided to solve it in looking into a new dream and bigger goal to come here to the US. So I moved 10 years ago. That's when I started at Legacy.
Yeah.
And my first concept that's still operating is Crazy Poke, also in Wynwood. So I started doing Pokeballs. Then during COVID, I developed my second concept that we still have 2 locations, Wynwood and Aventura, for sushi mas. And 2 years ago, we started with my partner also, the same partner, Skinny Louie. So
is it interesting that like, I feel like people now know you as like the Skinny Louie guy, but it's interesting, like you actually have a history of more sushi and poke, like it's
correct.
Yeah.
Little by little, Skinny Louie is gonna keep growing even bigger, and people will recognize me just for Skinny Louie.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's super cool. We're super happy with the concept. We're doing
How did you go from like the success of these different like almost sushi concepts to then saying I'm gonna go for burgers, like, because it's kind of completely, I mean, it's similar because it's restaurant.
There we go, exactly.
Yeah, but it is, in terms of the actual food, it's different.
Yeah, I mean, the end up product is different, but the business itself is very similar. I always focus on QSR, quick service restaurants, or fast casuals. So they're easier to operate and easier to replicate. Easier, right? Everything takes time and money.
Nothing's
you know that.
Easier, right?
Nothing is easier, but compared to a full service or fine dining restaurant.
Right.
So we decided to go into this concept with the idea of always creating something new. That's what our biggest passion, we love like developing brands from scratch, from branding, menus, operations, systems. So that's how it started. Like we saw a big opportunity that was missing in Wynwood after being so long with other concepts. There was no like a real brick and mortar burger joint around,
I agree with you. Yeah, there
were a few pop-ups, a few people doing it, but not as like a brick and mortar like you were finding in New York, LA,
right?
Or
and not that consistent brand. You know what I mean? Like, like Kush was like they had burgers, but it wasn't something that every time you ordered you got the same thing. Like
Also they have like it's more like a sit-down restaurant with a bigger menu.
Right.
I used to go to Kush back in the days. I think it was really good. But we saw this opportunity and we were like, let's do it. We're all into this. Because it was becoming super popular in other markets. And that's how we started.
Yeah. So you've said we a lot. Who else is involved?
My partner and I, Matias.
Okay.
So we are 2 partners.
Have I met Matias?
He went once, but I don't think you met him.
Not a workout guy?
He's more no, he works.
Yeah? Okay, all right.
He's more similar to you than to me.
Okay.
Yeah, he works out a lot. But he's more back of the house of the business and more front of the house of the business, call it that way. But yeah.
Here's the truth. Most people are walking around chronically dehydrated, and the water they're drinking to fix it is actually working against them. It's stripped of minerals, or it's loaded with contaminants and microplastics, and it's all coming from these plastic bottles. So you're drinking more, but you're getting less. So my team and I, we fixed that. We created No Days Off Premium Water. We take it through an 8-step reverse osmosis process. It comes out contaminant-free, PFAS-free, microplastic-free. Then we put back what your body actually needs: calcium, magnesium, and potassium. the electrolytes you sweat out, and the minerals that run over 300 reactions in your body. We balance it to an 8.1 alkaline pH for hydration that works at the cellular level. And we can it in aluminum, never plastic. So nothing leaches out into your water and nothing sits in the landfill. That's the hack. Hydration done the right way. Not more water, better water. But I'll be straight with you. Water is only half of it. The other half is showing up and doing the work. No days off. That's the whole reason this brand exists. So here's what I want to do for you. If you're local to, or even just visiting, Nashville or Miami, I want to give you a free workout at Legacy. On us, no catch. You come in, you train with our team, you feel what No Days Off is all about. So if you're serious about your health and you're anywhere near Nashville or South Florida, come see us. Book a free session at legacyfit.com. Walk into Legacy and tell us the big dog sent you. We'll take care of the rest.